Hare Krishna dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. So we are starting with a new book, Civilization and Transcendence, by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Śrila Prabhupāda. Starting with the first chapter, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupāda, replies to a questionnaire from Bhavan's journal, June 28, 1976. Religion with no conception of God. Push to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada, this questionnaire was sent to you by Bhavan's Journal, a cultural and religious magazine in Bombay. They are questioning various religious and spiritual leaders trying to get the answers to some of the important questions that are perplexing people today. So there is a list of questions, and the first is this. Is the influence of religion over the masses on the wane? Srila Prabhupada, yes, this is predicted in Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.1. Tataschanudinam dharmam satyam saucham kshamadaya kalena balina rajan nang shatyayur balam smriti. In Kali Yuga, this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, there shall be a winning of these qualities: religiosity, truthfulness, cleanliness, tolerance, memory, bodily strength, duration of life, and mercy. These are the human assets, qualities which make a human being distinct from the animals. But these things will decline. There will be almost no mercy. There will be almost no truthfulness. Memory will be shortened. Duration of life shortened. Similarly, religion will practically vanish. So that means gradually human beings will descend to the platform of animals. Especially when there is no religion, human beings are simply animals. This any common man can distinguish. That a dog does not understand what religion is. The dog is also a living being, but he is not interested in what is being discussed here about Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the distinction between man and a dog. The animal is not interested. So when human beings are becoming uninterested in religion, then they are becoming animals. And how can there be happiness or peace in animal society? The big leaders want to keep the citizenry as animals, and at the same time they are striving to make a United Nations. How is it possible? United Animals? Is it possible? Society for United Animals. Laughter. In the science of logic, it is said, man is a rational animal. So when rationality is missing, one becomes simply an animal. What is the possibility of being a human being? In human society, whether you are a Christian or a Mohammedan or a Hindu or a Buddhist, it doesn't matter. But there must be some system of religion. That is human society. And human society without religion, animal society. This is plain fact. Why are people unhappy now? Because they are neglecting religion. One gentleman has written me that Marx said, religion is the opium of the people. That means the communists are very adamant against God consciousness because they think that religion has spoiled the whole social atmosphere. Religion might have been misused, but that doesn't mean that religion should be avoided. Real religion should be taken simply because religion has not been properly executed by the so-called priests. That does not mean religion should be rejected. If my eye is giving me some kind of trouble on account of a cataract, that doesn't mean my eye should be plucked out. The cataract should be removed. So that is the idea of Krishna conscious movement, to remove the cataract from people's religious vision. Generally, modern so-called religious leaders have no conception of God, and yet they are preaching religion. What good is that religion? People are simply being misled. Real religion means God's order. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. If your religion has no conception of God, where is the question of religion? Still, without any conception of God, they are professing some religion. How long will it go on artificially? it will deteriorate. That ignorance about God has resulted in the present condition. Religion means the order of God, just as law means the order of the state. Now, if in your social system there is no state, where is the question of the state's order? You will simply manufacture your own order. Today, that is going on in the field of religion. There is no conception of God and therefore no following of God's order. But we devotees of Krishna have a clear conception of God. Here is God, Krishna, and He is giving orders. We accept those orders, so it is clear religion. But if there is no conception of God, no order of God, then where is the question of religion? Ask someone in some other religious system what their conception of the form of God is. Can anyone tell clearly? Nobody can say. But we shall immediately say, Venum kvanantam aravindalayataaksham varhavatan samasita bunda sundarangam kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha shobham govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept at playing on his flute, whose eyes are like petals of blooming lotus, whose head is bedecked with a peacock's feather, whose figure of beauty is tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charms millions of cupids. Brahma Samhita 5.30. Immediately, description, here is God, then there is religion. And if there is no conception of God, where is the question of religion? Bogus. That is why religiosity and the other noble human qualities are declining. People have no conception of God, and therefore there is no understanding of religion. As a result, the whole human civilization is declining. And because it is declining, human beings are becoming more and more like animals. Progressing beyond progress. Push to Krishna. Question number 2. Śrila Prabhupāda. Yes. Push to Krishna. The traditional charge against Hinduism is that it is fatalistic, that it inhibits progress by making people slaves to the belief in the inevitability of what is to happen. How far is that charge true? Śrila Prabhupāda. The charge is false. Those who have made that charge do not know what Hinduism is. First of all, the Vedic scriptures make no mention of such a thing as Hinduism. But they do mention Sanatana Dharma, the eternal and universal religion, and also Varnashram Dharma, the natural organization of human society. That we can find in the Vedic scriptures. So it is a false charge that the Vedic system inhibits the progress of mankind. What is that progress? A dog's jumping is progress? Laughter. A dog is running here and there on 4 legs, and you are running on 4 wheels. Is that a progress? The Vedic system is this. The human being has a certain amount of energy, better energy than the animals, better consciousness, and that energy should be utilized for spiritual advancement. So the whole Vedic system is meant for spiritual advancement. Human energy is employed in a more exalted direction than to compete with the dog. So let's conclude here. Thank you very much. Śrila Prabhupāda ki jai.